fam! So welcome to the February round of message readings. I want to do a quick intro just as a big thank you. I just passed my 1,000 subscriber mark, so thank you so much to all of you out there. Literally couldn't do it without you. It is all for you and all about you. And I've been thinking of some way to just kind of do something fun to commemorate it. And I was thinking I rarely ever talk about me or put me on the videos. And I had recommendations to do like a Q&A video, so I was like, what better time than right now? So I'm going to give it some time. I don't know how many questions will come through, but if there's any questions you have for me, and it can be about anything. If you wanted to know more about me personally, if you wanted to know my opinions on anything, like literally if you have a question, fire away. No topic is off limits. So yeah, I don't know how long I'll give it, but I'll give it some time once we get some questions together. And I'll do like a 1,000 subscriber funsies Q&A, I guess. I don't know. Maybe we could even do it as a live if that's a thing. I don't know. Whatever. However, so I just wanted to give a big thank you and kind of just let you guys know. Send your questions either on my Instagram at the Guiding Chariot. You can drop them in the comment section down below. We'll put them all together and we'll do a special video shouting you guys out and answering your questions. Outside of that, welcome to your reading. Let's get into it. We're going to pull some oracle and some tarot cards to figure out some messages for the month. As I've been filming them, it's been really funny because a lot of them have been coming out focused on relationships. So most of you guys out there have kind of lucked out and are getting 2 love readings for the month of February. So enjoy it. But they've been super positive, so I hope you enjoy your reading. As always, shout it out in the comments. I love you guys. Thank you again for hitting the 1,000 subscribers. And let's get to your video. Bye. Hey Cancer, this is TC, your Guiding Chariot. Welcome to your Spirit Guidance video for February, or reading for February. This is going to be a general reading for all Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising. Yeah, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Blah, blah, blah. Forgive me if I'm a little loopy. It's kind of late. I'm doing this before I hop into bed, so if I do funny things, I hope you find it entertaining. Like I was saying, this is a general reading, so biggest thing, don't try to force any messages. If it doesn't make sense to your situation, or if you have to force too many things to make it fit, let that go. That message wasn't for you. Leave it on the table. Only take what resonates. All right. Spirit, what messages do we have for Cancer? Ooh. Okay. Ooh, no, not taking that. Alright, Cancer, I hope your February has been fun. I just did the Gemini video and I was talking, hello. I was talking about 2020 has been fun and exciting, but so chaotic. I was talking to one of my team members today, and I was just like, I would just love a plan to go off without a hitch. Like, I feel like I set a plan and then literally things just keep happening. Like something gets in the way or I get a surprise. I'm just like, could I just go through my day as expected? Could I not have to be so like on my toes and flexible and adapting every 3 seconds? Like, I would just like to have something happen routine, because it hasn't happened yet. Alright, one more card for Cancer, please. Oh, and there it is. Stop. Alright, Cancer, let's see what we have here. Alright. Oh, I can relate to this so much. Alright, so first card out, loved one in heaven. I literally have been thinking about my dad for like the past couple weeks. So legit, Cancer. There is a loved one looking out for you, trying to support you and trying to guide you. So love, love, love that. If someone has been on your mind, or like for me, like there are certain signs I see, I know it's my dad. Like I just know. So if you have those same kind of things, like if you see, a coin on the ground and it makes you think of your grandfather or some, someone whose love passed on, they are definitely trying to send you messages. So I will say one heads up. When you see signs like that, yes, it is, it's reaffirming that, someone's saying, hey, I'm with you, I'm helping you. But I found it's a good practice when you see one of those signs, so like even if it's like angel numbers and things like that, be very conscious of what you were thinking about at that time or what you were talking about. You can even do it to, I used to kind of do it like when I stubbed my toe, it was usually because someone was trying to get my attention to whatever I was thinking about, whatever was going through my mind. Even if in the moment it felt really trivial, I'm like, I was just thinking about breakfast, like, whatever. When you see those signs, I want to tell you that those symbols are showing up to raise your awareness to something. Okay, so when you see anything like that, like if like finding a feather in your path, when you're walking outside, if that's a clue to you, what were you thinking of at that moment? Like, what were you thinking of just before you saw it? They're trying to bring your attention to something. All right. Look at that. Second card, love and accept yourself. What a perfect card for February, right? Valentine's Day is coming up. Beautiful. Beautiful. So this, I think, to me is just a kind of nod to take it easy on yourself. Don't try to force yourself. It's coming off as just this really nice, gentle, I don't not want to necessarily say self-care. I don't think that's necessarily what it's really trying to communicate, but that's definitely a part of it. But I think here with love and accept yourself, like it's like I'm exactly where I'm meant to be. I'm not failing, I'm not struggling, I'm not behind, I haven't done something wrong. Like, this is where I'm meant to be. I'm meant to learn something here, or I'm waiting for this opportunity. I'm waiting to, meet the right person at the right time. Like, you are exactly where you're meant to be. Be kind to yourself. Don't try to force and rush yourself. You are exactly where you're meant to be. Trust, know, and believe that, my lovely, lovely Cancer. And then you have focus your mind. A couple other videos got this. I want to say Aquarius and maybe even Pisces got this card. This lovely with her pink hair has been showing up a lot. And again, I think this focus your mind is just really talking about getting out of the distractions. Again, you're being guided in the right direction. You're headed in the right direction and in the exact right place for you. Don't let that self-talk, especially that really negative self-talk, mess with you. That's what I'm getting here with focus your mind. It's about listening to the right voice, right? And I will say there's one reader who I follow on YouTube, and this was years and years ago when I saw it, but her words have really stuck with me. When she talked about and because I always think about it when I'm dealing with my own like negative self-talk, because we all have it. No one can truly get rid of that voice. But she isn't, I don't remember her exact words, but her message was, if you have to listen to an internal voice, where you're listening to a thought pattern, if you're listening to it, that means it's not you, right? Because if you're listening to a voice, that means it's not you talking, which means that isn't true. That is not your authentic self. So if that negative self-talk is trying to tell you, oh, you can't do that. Why would you think you can do that? Oh my God, no, that's too hard. That's too big. You'll never get there. If you're listening to that, that means it's not you talking. So don't listen. Focus your mind on the voice that's true, which is going to be yours, Cancer. Love this. Big thing already coming through. Be kind to yourself. And again, it's coming through because you're exactly where you're supposed to be. You're doing what you're supposed to be doing. Whether it feels like that or not, whether you think that or not, know that you are where you need to be, doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing, right? So if it feels scary, that's fine. You're in a lesson. If it feels hard, that's fine. You're growing, you're evolving, you're picking up new skills. Lean into it. Trust that you are capable of doing it. You might have to do things differently. You might have to change your behavior, but that doesn't mean you're not where you need to be. Oh, I'm going to cut these. I'm so used to shuffling how I normally shuffle that I keep wanting to do it. You know what? I'm going to take that because it flipped over. So we're going to take that, but we're going to cut this to get the rest of that. Oh, Cancer. Oh, and look at the bottom of the deck. All right. Oh, Cancer, I love you. Absolutely fabulous. So first card out, Cancer, 6 of air. So again, this is things getting easier. This is also a card of travel, and I'm throwing this out, well, for all of my Cancer subscribers. I'm also a Cancer, so I always kind of talk about what's going on for me. You guys get a little extra that the rest of the signs don't get, because I'm not another sign, I'm a Cancer. But I will say, 6 of air, I'm throwing this out that it is travel, because I just came back from a trip. Granted, both are work trips, but I just came back from one. I'm about to leave on another one next week, so literally like in 7 days from now. Literally madness. When I tell you my life has been all kinds and all over and all these surprises, I'm not kidding. But because of my travel, I want to reinforce that this definitely could mean travel for a bunch of you. Not necessarily work, could totally be for pleasure, might be a wonderful thing for you. But energy of this card is about moving forward, moving on, things looking up, things getting easier, moving into calmer waters. So beautiful progression, Cancer. You also have the Page of Water, so natural element for you. It is a very intuitive and psychic card, but I will say this Page of Water to me is just bringing out a new sense of self, right? It's almost like taking it back to basics, right? So to me, Cancer being of the water element, Page being that kind of fresh, young, start almost. I think this is just coming back to, yourself in a new way, in a fresh way, which I think is going to be beautiful. This could even be talking about a new person coming into your life. Could definitely be a thing for some of you. But I do think for a majority of you, this is a new sense of self, which is beautiful. Now, here we have the 8 of air, which we were kind of talking about when we were looking at these oracle cards. The 8 of air is almost like feeling trapped, feeling stuck in a place, but it's all mental, right? It's an illusion. You're not really stuck. You're not really restricted or locked behind any barriers. You just think you are. So this is that change in perspective, right? We're coming at things completely new and reinvigorated. So we're not going to fall for this illusion anymore. And then even after that, you have the moon, which has to do with secrets and also some illusions and half-truths. So to me, this moon, which again, it's our ruling planet, Cancer, to me, this moon is coming back with, some type of illumination. You're learning the secrets, the secret that this is all a lie. This is all an illusion. This is that understanding. This is that secret energy. I'm trying to think of Archangel Haniel, because that's who's depicted on this card. For some reason, that's coming through is really important. And of course, as I think that, I can't even remember, what Haniel is all about. And I'm sorry if I'm saying that name wrong. But for some reason, if that's also triggering you, I would recommend looking it up. I probably, after I finish this video, I probably will look it up myself. But that's coming through very strong. And I almost want to say Haniel has, I want to say it's either some type of compassion or something about clearing. I don't know why those are the thoughts that come to mind, but I feel like it's connected to one or both of those things, or those qualities. But again, to me, this moon card is about kind of illuminating and understanding what barriers you think you have, and truly realizing that, hey, I can get through that. That's nothing. I got this. And then look, you have the World, which is the Omega, and then you have the Dreamer, which in this deck is the Fool, which is your Alpha. So again, ending, brand new beginning, waiting for you. Beautiful. Absolutely love this. So legit, you are coming into this completely new way of being, this new way of existing. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. And I say that because I think you guys, all of us Cancers, whether sun, moon, or rising, I don't care where it is in your chart, if you have a Cancer somewhere, you have been going through a moment of perceived struggle. And I wanted to add the word perceived because, again, it feels like you've been asked to take on a lot more, or to handle things that are completely new to you, and maybe you don't fully understand what the next step is. But this reading, the biggest thing with this reading is know that everything you need is either within you or right in front of you. So don't panic. All the answers you seek are right there. And look at the bottom of your deck. The star card, to be hopeful, right? Youth, optimism, hope, expect miracles. You have the Hermit card, which to me is speaking to the phase we're kind of coming out of, what we're ending. Because I think especially for Cancer, but anyone who feels, maybe shy or in uncharted waters, especially for someone, any water sign especially, but for Cancers, we pull into our shell, right? Like a little hermit crab. We pull into our shell and, we kind of cut everything out because it can feel a little overwhelming. I think that's what's coming to an end. And then you have this Page of Earth right after that, which is growth potential. This is untapped potential also, right? So a lot of growth, a lot of good news, a lot of evolution coming up, which is beautiful. And again, like I've been saying, I feel like you've kind of been going through a moment that has been hard. Maybe you felt alone, right? Right underneath that Page of Earth, we have the Five of Earth. Felt like there wasn't help, felt like you couldn't do it, felt like it was so hard and you were abandoned and outcast. Again, you're exactly where you need to be. There's spiritual help for you. Be kind to yourself. Stop listening to that voice. Stop listening to that little naggy voice. It's not telling you the truth. It's just trying to keep you stuck, right? And when we talk about the ego, that's exactly what we're talking about. But beautiful. Nice, optimistic, hopeful reading. I'm going to take those. Oh, makes me so happy. All right, so we got Wisteria, longevity. Plan for and take the dedicated path. I would love that. Literally, I started talking about that. Gemini also got that message as well. Oh, let's hope I can say this correctly. Agapanthus? Agapanthus? I hope I said that right. Words of love. Look at that. Love, accept yourself. So here it is again. Speak with your heart. I love it. And I think the emphasis there is speak with your heart. I talked about that earlier with that. If you're listening to another voice, that means it's not you. So again, this is speak from your truth. Speak for yourself. Don't listen to the naysayer. Even if the naysayer is in your own head, don't listen. And longevity. To me, this is you. This is your staying power. You're not going anywhere. You're not failing. You're not disappearing. You are in a space where you can create that longevity, where you can create that abundance. There isn't anything stopping you. Here you are at square zero, ready to go, ready to be, ready to become. Fill in the blank with whatever you want. Oh, Cancer. Beautiful video. Beautiful reading. And even, granted, this is, the designer of the deck, but look how much blue is in your field. Like, all these cards are blue except for the Page of Earth. Like, very calm, very cool, lots of watery energy. So I want to say, expect your emotional space. Excuse me. If your emotions have been kind of funky and all choppy and all crazy like a stormy ocean, they're going to mellow out. They're going to calm down. You got smooth sailing ahead, Cancer. So get ready for it. It's coming. I love it. All right, my friends, I'm going to wrap up your reading here. As always, I'm sending you love and light. Thank you to all my subscribers for being amazing. I appreciate every single like, comment, subscription. Keep them coming. If you're not already and you like this video, please hit the thumbs up and subscribe to our little family. We get together every month, talk about crystals and tarot and sometimes astrology, all kinds of fun stuff. So join our family and we get to hang out every month together. Until the next time, wishing you all the best. Take care, and I'll see you in your next video. Bye, Cancer.